Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Malary and in today's video I'll be sharing some tips, some ideas on how to redecorate your room. And I really wanted to make this video because I feel like I had no guidance as to when I did my room makeover. And honestly speaking guys, I feel like room makeovers can get pretty expensive, right? Like you're investing a lot of money in like IKEA furniture. Even like printing items is expensive. Like it's 500 bucks for like, you know, just printing posters in your room, and it doesn't make sense. Like buying new frames, it's a lot of money, time and effort that a room makeover goes into. Like even if it's like a aesthetic room makeover, or if you're not an interior designer, you are still investing a lot of that time, effort and money. So I thought, why not share like a ideation or like a tips recommendation sort of like a video where you can pick whatever idea you want to, and you can decorate like a small corner of your room, if not change your entire room. And this can also be affordable, and maybe I can save you some time if I do this right. Do not forget to subscribe. I am in the process of being a YouTuber and I can see it coming, and I would really want you all to put in that bit of effort to subscribe. That's all it takes. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy this video. Okay, the first most important thing that you need to remember are posters. I feel like if you are someone who has like a similar aesthetic as mine, or like even if you're like a more rock music or like a very dark aesthetic kind of like a person, posters always work. And the best way to do posters is to do it in like different sizes. So what really works for me is like if you're just putting like posters ek ke upar ek, or like even if it's in like a horizontal like a vertical sign, it will not look good. You have to make it look very cohesive. For that you can use different sizes, like maybe add like a small poster, a big poster, like use different dimensions and make the wall look like a poster wall. Like that makes it look very cohesive, if you get what I'm trying to say. And one tip that I really used when I was printing posters is that I made a separate gallery in my phone that only had posters. So when you're seeing all the pictures clustered together, you can actually tell that how will the frame wall look once it's printed. So this is what my gallery actually looked like in together. Like, you know, if it's all there right here, I can just have a look at this and I can like, you know, maybe add a bit more of blue, add a bit more of pink, so that the walls don't look like, you know, very off. Like the colors look very pastel and it looks like a very pretty colorful wall. Next thing are mirrors. Don't want to add like a very big mirror to your room, you can always add these small heart shaped mirrors. You can get a few from IKEA also. IKEA has those stick on kind of mirrors. I think those look very pretty. Okay, one thing I added in my room for sure are golden frames. Like tell me why golden frames are not old like they look so much more classy. And I feel like everyone should have like at least these golden frames to their room, because it adds a bit of like that royal touch to your room, right? And if you cannot really afford frames, you can always just get like these cardboard frames. I also saw similar frames on Amazon, but they are quite expensive. But if you can't really go to like Crawford Market and get it, you can always go to like Amazon and have a look at these frames. You just have to paint them golden, like thick golden, and they will look perfect. Like it look like a proper frame. Okay, one thing that really makes your room look pretty if you're going for like a soft girl vibe is you need soft pastel bed sheets. And I get it, in India it's so hard to like get those pastel kind of soft bed sheets, and I have honestly been scrolling for hours just looking for like certain things that I wanted in my room. But you can easily go to IKEA. I feel like IKEA has the best stuff. Like you don't have to think much before you go there. Just go to IKEA, and I got this very pretty pink bedsheet for myself. They also had the same bedsheet in like green and all of that. I also feel like Myntra has pretty good bedsheets. Like for me, IKEA quality has always been great. So whenever I want to buy new bedsheets, I always get it from either IKEA or Bedside. These two brands have the best quality bedsheets. Another thing you can add in your room can be like a shelf. It will take your room from looking like 0 to like a 10. Have been on like a hunt for like a good shelf again. On Amazon, I did see many shelves, but it did not really like speak to me. IKEA shelves are expensive. I won't say that they're pretty affordable, because I saw this one shelf on IKEA that was for like 5k and it had like hooks on it. So I just thought that if I'll add hooks on like the low part of the shelf, I can easily hang stuff. But that was quite expensive for like a shelf, and it would take a lot of place in my room. So I went for this small shelf in IKEA that was just for like rupees 300. So again, a 300 rupee shelf from IKEA can just solve all your problems. The way of decorating your room can be by adding books. So I have added a lot of books also because they can easily add like a pop of color. Like you don't have to spend on like decor pieces. I think books work too. Another thing that you can find easily in local markets also can be like a flower vase or a flower vase. I don't know what you call it, but I feel like flower vases are so pretty. Like you can just add it on your shelf and it will always add like that pop of color. Now we have decor pieces, and by decor pieces I mean like that small lemon planter that I added to my room. It can also be in terms of like those succulents, or it can also be like a frame, like just a frame as decor, like a heart shaped frame or like a vintage frame. You can also add decor pieces as candles or like just show pieces. I also really wanted this type of like a candle holder which is golden in color. Oh my god, it looks so pretty, but it was again very expensive and I did not really want to like unnecessarily spend so much, so I didn't really get that. But that golden candle holder looked so dreamy, I can't tell y'all. The thing to decorate your room can be by adding hooks. So I get it that all of y'all can't drill, and I feel like for the longest time I have always added like these stick-on hooks that you get in Mr. DIY or even Crawford Market or even online for that matter. I think even Miniso has those kind of stick-on wall hooks, right? And I feel like if you just add that hook, you can decorate any wall. Like you can add like a small bow to it, you can add like a cup to it. You can also like hang your cute little bags on your wall. That comes very handy and your wall will look 10 times prettier. Okay, yeah. Another thing that I saw on Pinterest that I really want to share with you all is a ribbon mirror. So basically you add like a bow on top of the frame and it looks like the bow is actually holding the frame, and then there's like a very regular frame. It's so pretty. I wanted to DIY that, but again I did not really get the time and my video was so long that I couldn't add that in the video, but I think I'll do that in the future again. You can also decorate your room with fake flowers, because I have seen like these cute small little flowers. You can get like dried flowers also if your room has like a cottagecore vibe, and you can just stick like small dried flowers on your wall. In that way it will add like small elements to your room. Like just the posters might look very fake or like off, but like if you add small elements like a teacup, dried flowers, small frames, maybe you could just add like a cute tied ribbon and you can stick like a ribbon to your wall. It will add like small elements here and there, you know. Guys, one thing I have really wanted is a bedside table. Like I have been dreaming of those Pinteresty bedside tables, but it's okay, I couldn't really fit that on that corner of my room, but I got like a floating bedside table. So again, if you don't have that place in your room, you can always go for like a floating bedside table. Another thing that can literally take your room from looking like a 0 to a whole 10 are curtains. Like I feel like colors in your room, or for that matter colors anywhere, really matter. I have to share this one secret tip with you all, that I have actually spent a lot of time into hunting for like good lighting, because I have seen those dreamy soft yellow lights in every YouTuber's video, and you know, even like when they're cooking, they don't have those artificial tube lights that we have, right? And I have spent so much of my time hunting for these, and I have actually cracked the code. And the key to this is having soft lights over a specific place. So for example, a tube light is at a very height and it will like draw light on like all four sides of where it's placed. But if you're adding like a lamp, or if you're adding like a LED light, the light shape is very small, so it will draw light on like a smaller part of your corner. The same way, I have also bought a new IKEA lamp, and I tell you guys, it makes my room look so dreamy, so dreamy. I can't explain. Like my room looks perfect, and it's exactly what I was on a hunt for. I would suggest, if you want like a soft yellow light in your room, go for like a IKEA lamp. Apart from that, I also got like a wall lamp. Like it's like basically a, what do you call it, like wall light basically, but that didn't give me the same vibe that the lamp did. So I'll also like insert pictures of everything for y'all to have a look. And I also feel like if you can't afford a lamp, and if you can't afford like a wall light also, LED lights or fairy lights in a dark room will do it for you. Okay, another very important thing are storage baskets. I feel like for a person like me who like does a lot of PR work, so storage can be a bit tedious for me, because my room is again very small, all of you all know it. So what I do is like I get like aesthetic storage bins. You can get these online, Crawford Market, Miniso. Get like a colorful storage bin, and you can like keep stuffing things inside, and you can just put it up in a corner where people will see it, but it is still looking very pretty, right? Like it's like a colorful bin. So I feel like that way you can create more storage within your room. Like one thing that I get the most questions on is this wallpaper that is right behind me. And again guys, if you have the budget, if you are making like a new room for yourself and if you're not redecorating it, pretty wallpaper is all your room needs. Like I don't know why I feel like people don't do this much, and you should really add like wallpapers to your room. Basically I have not added a wallpaper to my whole room, it's just on like a specific wall. So I feel like even if you leave like 2 walls empty and if one wall has a wallpaper, it will not look tacky and it can like, you know, enhance the colors in your room. And again I will share the details of this wallpaper shop that I actually found in Mumbai. It was a very big hunt for me because I was not finding like wallpapers on a budget or wallpapers of my taste anywhere, and I actually felt like I would have to settle for like a pink wallpaper from the kids section because I was not finding anything that looked very feminine, soft and like pretty. But this looks perfect, like I could not ask for anything better. And guys, one thing that you'll have to keep in mind, no matter what decoration you're doing, I feel like I learned this the hard way, but keeping your room clean is so important. Like I might sound very maybe repetitive or annoying by saying this, but if you are wanting like a pretty room, if you want your room to look pretty at all times, make it a habit to put things back in its place and make it a habit to like keep cleaning your room and also decluttering it. Like that helped me so much more. Like my mom used to always tell me that like, whenever she used to buy new stuff, they used to always say that if you're bringing like a new sari at home, you have to make sure that you get rid of the old sari. Like that's when you make place for the new sari, right? More touches that I really wanted to do in my room but I could not do were like floor mats. I wanted like these cute little mats that you see in Mr. DIY or like basic rugs, kind of like a mat that you put down. It looks very pretty. One thing that I might sound very controversial for sharing, but I just wanted to put my opinion out there. You might not like it or like just take it or leave it, like don't take it to your heart basically. But I have not been liking that IKEA, I don't know what you even call it, but it's like a plastic wall that you stick on like your walls and you add like pencil stands and all of that. I just find it so unnecessary, tacky, and it takes so much of your wall place. Like this whole wall being empty looks so much more prettier than adding that wall where you just keep storing stuff. Again, it's very subjective. I don't want you all to take offense to it, but that is it. You can also add fresh flowers to your room if you want that soft girl vibe for like a long run. So basically you can do this thing where you can like just add like pretty flowers every Sunday to your room, where your room can have those fresh flowers for the whole week. And I think you have to add like a small packet of flower food basically so that your flowers survive. And I feel like that little bouquet of like fresh flowers will be fresh for an entire week and your room can look pretty. Add a like cute pencil stands. Like I have this one out here that is from Mr. DIY, because I often find myself either losing pens or like I misplace the lid and I blot my bed sheets, I blot like pen ink everywhere, and I feel like sometimes you have to make it a bit more realistic. So having like this pen stand really helped me. You can also add a few candles, but I also feel like candles can get a bit expensive as everybody can't afford it, right? So you can also add like incense sticks if not candles, and if you want candles you can get them from Miniso, where they have like these very cute heart shaped candles. They look so cute and I feel like they lasted me for more than a year. I don't think it's my idea, but I saw this online and this person had like a Dior bag in which she added like fresh flowers or like fake flowers. I'm not really sure what they were, but I feel like it's such a cute idea. Like you can just have like any of your luxury purchased bags and you can add like cute flowers coming out of it. It's such a cute idea. It's like a easy DIY too.